What's up, music fans of the internet? I'm Derek,
And I'm Kevin.
and we are last week's album. And this week we're talking about "Worship the Sun" by Allah. But before we go any further, we're going to start things off like we always do, drinking a beer. Cheers, Kevin.
Cheers, Derek, and everyone watching at home.
The Allah are a LA-based quartet, and "Worship the Sun" is their sophomore album, which follows their self-titled debut back in 2012. An interesting fact, the All met working together at Amoeba Music there in LA. So if you've ever been in the area, you probably know what I'm talking about. So without further ado, Kevin, what do you think Allah sounds like?
Derek, I think Worship the Sun by Allah sounds like the soundtrack to a John Wayne Western directed by Quentin Tarantino. What do you think it sounds like, Derek?
Interesting. I think "Worship the Sun" sounds like hazy soundtrack to an end of summer bonfire on the beach at sunset party. Mind you, like 3/4 of that phrase is all hyphenated.
Awesome.
All right. So, Kevin, that brings us key tracks. So what did you have?
Derek, I'm actually going with an instrumental track called Ferus Gallery. What about you?
That's a really good one. But I'm actually going with "Follow You Down." First Gallery actually comes first, so why don't you start us off?
Sure, yeah. As I mentioned, it is an instrumental track. I think there's two on the album here. And the intro / hook starts with this sort of call and response between these fuzzy, scuzzy guitars, and then we get these jazzy drums, some sludgy bass. The second movement kind of adds these fun bongos, some brighter guitars. Then we go back to the sort of intro vibe. We get some riffs with bouncy pianos, really sinewy guitar solo. Then the pianos get crazier. There's xylophone stabs. Overall, just this very fun roadhouse romp a la The Doors almost. So definitely check out Ferus Gallery. Derek, tell us about your key track.
Kevin, "Follow You Down" has a lot going on instrumentally, as you kind of mentioned, albeit nothing in here that it can be described as, and then the pianos get crazier, which just, it's a great instrumental song when that can be used to describe it. "Follow You Down", though, it opens with these chirping guitar riffs, just very brooding lead vocals. There's a backing chorus which at times provides subtle oohs in the background, and at times carries vocal melody, kind of adding kick to certain lines. A very high energy drum beat with a lot of bass, snare, and cymbals. And then the 120 mark, it enters this hazy 60s beach rock inspired guitar solo, which to me it sounds like the Kinks meets the Beach Boys at some points. The lyrics are kind of a bitter and I love song. So although the song title might kind of have some homage, this is really nothing like Dylan's "Baby Let Me Follow You Down" here, because he doesn't want to follow this girl really anywhere. And so that takes us to best lyric. Kevin, what'd you have?
I'm going with a best lyric from the song 501-415, and it goes 501-415, remnants that you left at stream, reflections of your memories, so lucid you don't have to dream. And I thought that line sort of sums up the lucidness of this whole album. It's very kind of dreamy and hazy and psyche and surfy in really great ways. So check out that lyric. Derek, what did you like?
That's a good one, Kevin, but I'm actually taking one from a song called "Had It All," and the way I'm interpreting it here, I think he's hearkening back to the band's days working at Amoeba Music, and just the freedom that kind of provides working in a music store and being exposed to all this different types of music all the time. And he says, "Never really tried because I had it all. Never questioned why I had it all. But it all ain't really much when all you need is the time to let your mind be relaxed and free." So once again, so in this kind of dreamy, surfy type way, he's really saying, really take advantage of those times when you can, listen to that type of music because, the only way to really benefit from it is by exposing yourself to it and, letting your mind explore different types of music, ideas, all that stuff. So, kind of cool way to put that in that phrase there. So, Kevin, that brings us to overall rating. What do you think?
I'm going to give this one a 3 out of 5, Derek. I think they have a very great original sound. It feels nostalgic and modern at the same time, which is a really cool effect to be able to put on your music. I actually thought instrumentals like Ferus Gallery and Yemeni Jade were some of the stronger tracks. Some of them, though, started to sort of bleed together and kind of run together. I couldn't tell where one ended and one began. And I realize this is their second album. They're probably still figuring out their sound. I know they got a lot of acclaim for their debut album, so I am still excited to see what's next, and I do think it's still a great album. So I'm going with a 3. What do you think, Derek?
Kevin, I'm giving this one a 3 as well. Excuse me, yeah, Strange here. We agree once again. I thought there were some really bright moments. Instrumentally, I thought you described it well. That was definitely a strong point of theirs. And just kind of melding it all together, I think maybe has a little bit ways to go, but I think you're definitely right, and they have a very unique sound. And as you mentioned, some of these key tracks and even some of the ones where the best lyrics came from were really fantastic. But yeah, there were some in between that maybe I skipped over once or twice. I'm not, who knows? But there you have it, 6 out of 10 combined there. So you should definitely go check out Worship the Sun by Allahs. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on our other social media outlets. And don't forget to join us again next time here at Last Week's Album. I'm Derek.
I'm Kevin.
Cheers. Thanks, guys.
Cheers, guys. See you next time.